There are updates in the Trump cases that are currently pending at the federal court level. And those are statements from special counsel and the Justice Department. I truly am surprised at this for these people who are out here resisting and they're going after the orange man, and nobody's above the law. No one's above the law. Yet when it comes time to, like, the rubber meets the road, Jack Smith weighs how to wind down Trump's cases. That's it? You're going to give up now? You're going to take the knee? Why? Why would you take the knee now? So Jack Smith is evaluating how to wind down the 2 federal cases against Trump following his Election Day victory. That would align with the Justice Department policy barring the prosecution of sitting presidents. And it's widely believed that they'll withdraw the cases, but just before the inauguration. I mean, really, like, you're going to give up? You're going to give up? You're giving up because you know it's bullshit. But if you really want to be a G, force him to fire you. Force him to fire you. But when it comes time to deal with this gangster, this bad man, the orange man, you take a knee. I mean, Trump really is the emperor of mankind if people are too afraid to fight him and would rather surrender than go to battle. I mean, Jack Smith, where are your principles, dude? You know, you're on the stage of history, and you're just like, yeah, I quit. Why, buddy? Why? Now, this also is part of because the Justice Department has concluded that, you know, indictment or prosecution of a sitting president would undermine his capability to perform his constitutionally assigned functions, and that is true. And Trump's team is giving Smith breathing room. But yes, they don't have to do shit anymore, so yeah, they're going to sit there and just phone it in. Why not? Now, I will say, I do think that the people voting for Trump and Trump getting popular vote is a pretty good example of jury nullification. Literally, the populace said, we don't think he committed crimes. You know, should Trump, before he leaves, I think he should pardon himself regardless, because I don't know if there's a guarantee these couldn't come back up. You know, some of this might be barred by statute of limitations, but you can't count on it. So, we'll see. Trump has said he made it clear he planned to fire Smith within 2 seconds of taking office, as he should. But, you know, what a little girl you are, Jack Smith. What a little girl you are. You had a chance to stand tall, and you won't. And you won't. It's just pathetic. 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 Absolutely pathetic, chat. Fire Knight says, can he pardon himself? Why not? Why can't Trump pardon himself? I mean, really, let's pull up the Constitution. The Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1. So the president, you know, shall be commander-in-chief of the Army and Navy of the United States. Yep, okay. And he shall have the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. Doesn't say you can't do it, and that's kind of how we operate. This is a plenary power that has only a handful of conditions on it, except for cases of impeachment. That's it. Everything else can be pardoned. Remember, the Constitution is very strict. If it says you can do it, if it's there, it's important. If it's not there, it's not in the Constitution. Can you pardon for charges or just convictions? The power of the president to pardon is basically unlimited in scope. I can pardon you the moment you get arrested. I can pardon you ahead of time. Trump could you could go to President Trump and he could write you a pardon saying, I pardon Jake from State Farm from any and all federal crimes committed up to January 20th, 2025. And he could sign it, it gets filed, and you have a get out of jail free card for any federal crime you committed before that. Even if they haven't caught you for it, they don't know you've done it. If you committed the crime before that date, you're golden. It's very much like a clear and present danger. You can basically get a pardon for future crimes too. You know, anything you're doing in the, you know, like a presidential finding. I would argue you have that ability as well. But the president can pardon you at any point, and nobody could stop the pardons from happening. He has the pardon power. It's a political power given to the president. So once again, I just think it's really sad, Jack Smith and them, like, no, we're just gonna give up. It's too much. No. Just really sad, sad and pathetic.